Hey everyone, welcome back to Dink and Dissect. On this channel, we do a full match analysis where we focus specifically on shot selection, court positioning, and the decisions that actually win or lose pickleball games. Big shout out to Rohit Mankotia Pickleball for letting us use this match footage. You can see the original match linked down below, and make sure you go ahead and drop him a follow. So, in this match, both teams are targeting a weakness. What do you do when you are being targeted? How do you adjust? Because when they target a weakness and you're able to prove that that is no longer a weakness, they have to find another strategy to go to. And in this scenario, one team is not able to do that. So let's go ahead and jump in and see exactly what happens, and let's break this pickleball match down. All right, so a good serve, a mid-court return, and this player decides to drop it. He decides to drop it because it's a mid-court return, and he is able to get into the kitchen right away off of it. And that goes out of bounds, that dink. So Rohit is the one who just hit it out of bounds. Let's see how they move forward. That is a good serve. He's making his opponent hit that on the run. That is a very difficult shot to hit. And that ball just eats him up. So he pulls him out wide, and if you could see from that, the footwork wasn't great. The footwork, let's watch it. That's just a great ball out wide. He's standing very close in the middle, and he's making his opponent scramble to go get that and causes a miss hit. So we like to see that. If I am the team in the near court, I am trying to prioritize, obviously, getting to the kitchen as much as possible, but I'm not even thinking about attacking right now. All I'm thinking about is just dinking and moving my team or the other team around. Let's see how they continue going through this match. Off to an early lead, 2-0. One stop, and those fortunes turn around real quick. He goes ahead and drives it, and gets in there. So I think this team has gotten into the kitchen 3 times now, off of 3 tries. And again, another dinking error. So if I am this team in the near court, like I said, I am just trying to get my opposing team to dink and just create those errors that way, win the game that way. Good job by this player in the black moving up on that. I'm not sure why this player who hit that drop, it was kind of a high drop, but it wasn't attacked. He should have moved up with it. That's something that you need to get in the habit of, is hitting a drop, and even if it's a little high, take a step forward. You have to trust those hands, especially at the 4-0 level. Put some pressure on the opponent with your movement. Oh, he gets him that time by moving him around. So, okay, now we know that the other team isn't just going to lay down and lose this dinking battle. They can dink as well, and there are going to be some unforced errors here. Something that I noticed really quick, though, is when you dink over here, this Ernie is available. When you dink over here, this Ernie is available. When you dink down the line, that is a shot that he was able to get behind. You can see his posture right there. Where does he go with it? His head's down. He just goes over the post. So that is something that you need to keep in mind. And next time that situation happens, I would try and force it and just see if I can hit that Ernie. They just had a little chat, so I wonder if they noticed that or how they're going to proceed. Right now, the dinking has worked out for them. Good job moving up as that goes in. I would have liked to see that first third shot drop, both of the players move in, but it's going good so far. Oh, he just hits it out of bounds. So maybe they were talking about that because he's going back to that forehand side. Maybe he is going to try and set up for the Ernie. We'll see how this plays out. Again, these players aren't too keen right now on attacking at the kitchen. A few errors have been made. And there was another unforced error. That serve, really hard serve, just wasn't able to get it back. Free point for the other team. Good drop. Let's just look at that real quick. So it was a good drop. He was able to get this to bounce. So no, he was not able to get it to bounce. But look at where he's contacting this ball. He contacts it way below the level of the net. You need to move in on that. It looks like his body is moving him forward. His momentum is. But you need to go ahead and keep taking steps, putting more pressure on the opponent, especially since they can't attack super hard off that. Nice deep return. Was able to put too much on that fourth, and they are into the kitchen. Good stuff. Just wasn't able to make something happen with that. But good job getting into the kitchen. So it looks like both teams have shown the ability to get into the kitchen. Let's see who can do more. If there's going to be attacking or if both teams are just set on dinking. One thing I am noticing is that this player on the right in the near court, he does like to play off the line. I don't think he has fully stepped into the line yet. It does also help that he is very tall and he doesn't fully need to be in there. But he's moving around well, so maybe that's not the guy that we want to attack and move around too well, or we'll see how the team in the backcourt decides to go ahead and attack that. Good return, very deep. That just gets away from them. So this player didn't hit it. This is the right or the left side player's ball. You can see him just looking at it, but it's just a great spot from the team in the backcourt. So we like to see that. Good big serve. Oh, just body bags them. So they weren't able to handle speed. I would go ahead and continue driving at that player on the opposing left side. They're going with the driving still, dinking it around. Nice. Good job attacking that. So he put that ball a little bit too high, and they were able to get an attack off of that. That's what you love to see. At this level, when you see an attack up in the air, you have to take it. As you get higher and higher levels, maybe you're not going to take every single one. You're going to wait for another ball that's a little bit better. Good job. Good hands battle right there. And look at the movement right here. So he's already up at the kitchen, and he's fully engaged on in this battle. He is not backing down. Just goes ahead and puts it into the net. I'm not sure if he was still trying to attack that or reset it, but it worked out. I'm still not sure who the stronger team is in terms of dinking, but we know that he has been gotten a few attacks now, the player on the right side in the near court. Good job letting that ball go. Good court awareness. That is something that comes with time. And at this level, oh, good job. At this level, at the 4-0 level, there are about 10 free rallies you can win per game because of outballs. As you get better, those start lessening, but it is a good skill to start learning. Oh, great drop. They're almost able to get fully in off that one drop. Moving them around. Oh, okay. Why did this attack not work? Let's look at it. He is attacking it a little bit below the level of the net. He's got a lot of space over here. You can see his foot still up in the air. It's the right choice. It looks like he was aiming for that spot. And if it gets over, it's a winner. I like the shot choice. It just didn't work out for them there. Nothing to get discouraged about. Sometimes it is the right shot choice, but it just doesn't work. You have to try and keep that in mind as you keep playing these games. It is hard. It is hard in tournament level settings. Nice. That ball ate him up. I don't know if it rode the rail or what happened there, but he just wasn't able to get a paddle on it. That's 2 free points they've gotten off of serves. That's really something they need to clean up. One key takeaway I'm seeing from this game is that the player on the near court that's on the left side right here, he has been beaten a couple times with that backhand dink. So if I am the other team just trying to close this game out, let's say this is the playoffs, round robin, whatever it might be. If this is a tournament setting, I am continuing to hit that backhand, peppering it as much as I can. Let's see if the team in the backcourt decides to continue doing that. Looks like he was going for it, just an unforced error. Okay, good return, good drive. Again, going to that backhand. Oh, great spot with that. Look at where they're at right now. They're not able to move into the kitchen. Maybe with this one. Now they're just lobbing. Nice. That worked out great. He didn't hit it super hard. He went for an angle, and he just wasn't able to reach it up there. But great job by the team in the near court not letting them get back into the kitchen and get established. Good serve. I like this. Great attack. Good stuff. So this is smart. Timeout. You have the lead, but you don't want to let the other team go on a run. I know when I am down and I'm starting to make a little bit of comeback, I just want the ball as quick as possible and continue this run. So good job by the team in the backcourt taking this timeout. Not a lot of teams do that. All right, so after discussion, let's see what these team decides. Each team may have a different strategy going forward, or they may just stick with what they're going. Sometimes you don't have to change anything. Sometimes you just want to call a timeout because the team is going on a little bit of a run, like I said. So it would be a waste if you ended up choking or losing this game and not using your timeouts. Good job getting into the kitchen, attacking that high ball. So one of these shots right here, the player ended up taking it with his backhand. I really would have loved to see the left side player jump over and get that. Oh, good job countering. Chicken wings him, but still gets it over. Good job attacking. So you can see here, this wasn't a very fast attack, but he just continues putting pressure on that player, not letting him set his feet. This player is off the line by a good chunk. He's in the midcourt. Just keep hitting the ball to him. Don't let him get back in there. But look at the body language. I have a feeling that Rohit and his teammate are going to come away with this win because look at this body language right here. That says it all. When you have your opponent there, keep the pressure on. And great game, by the way. 6-7, very evenly matched. He does the little 6-7 sign. Oh, good job getting in there. He's able to get in there right off that drop. Oh, a little wide. Waiting for it. Just a little wide. This backhand slice is very unorthodox, but it's working for him. Now that the game has continued, he is getting a little bit more settled in. So now they have noticed that that was the weakness. He just beat them with it, with that backhand Dink. What are they going to do now? You have to have a plan B. I don't know if this is a 1 timeout or 2 timeout thing, but if it is a 2 timeout, I would take another one and I would try and come up with another strategy with my partner. Let's see how these teams continue. Good job going there. He dinked back in the corner. This player isn't attacking much with that two-handed backhand dink. That is a very safe spot right now for them. I will say, too, a lot of the drops are going to go to this player in the black just because he is much shorter than the player in the white over here. So obviously when you're taller, you've got way more reach. So even though he may be a little bit further back, drops should still generally go in the middle or towards the opposite left sideline. You would have more success, a higher percentage of getting into the kitchen that way. So he goes for that strategy, tries to go ahead and put it right in front of him. Just doesn't get it over the net that time. But you can see the strategy that's unfolding. They are just focusing on getting into the kitchen. Now they have settled into the game. Oh, just wide. You hate to see that. So now the team in the near court has all the momentum. And they do that again. They drop it towards the player in the black because it's going to be a higher percentage. And they are now attacking that backhand. Good job by him switching the pattern. He knows that they are attacking that. Go somewhere else. That's unfortunate. 10-7. Good drop. Again, they are dropping right there because they have a lot of success getting into the kitchen that way. And they are attacking that backhand. You can see that over and over. They have a big chance to get out in front. If I am the opposing team, I am letting my partner in the white hat go ahead and take that big left side. You can see that they are going to that, make them choose a different strategy. If they are attacking a weak point in yours, you can talk to your partner. You guys can switch things up. It looks like they called that serve out. So you hate to see that when the game comes down to this close, there is a lot of pressure. Maybe they're feeling a little bit of nerves, but you need to not serve big. You just need to get it in and start playing your game. Let's see how these players continue. Are they starting to feel the pressure? Just out of bounds. Okay, good first point. That's where it all starts right here. I would love this. I would love to see this go to more than 11. So real quick before we continue, this is what I would like to see. If they are attacking my backhand, I would like to optimally put it all on my forehand, try and take up less of the court so my partner can do that, and they would have to change their strategy. He's still taking them with his backhand. I'm surprised there. Maybe it's just late in the day, but I would have shuffled over, tried and take those with my forehand if I could have. All right, we got a game point right here. Let's see how it goes. Good job by that player reaching over, using his height, using his forehand, and attacking those balls. Oh, you hate to see a game end like that. But there at the end, you can see that the strategy was for him to get over and just be very aggressive with that forehand. Just ended up working out there for them. So there you have it. You see that both teams were targeting a weakness, and one team were able to prove that it was no longer a weakness. In this case, it was the backhand dink. You could see on both sides on the left side, they were really targeting that, and one player was more effective at stopping it. So when they did that, they were out of answers. At the very end, they tried to change it up a little bit, but it was a little bit too little, too late. So what do you do? When someone is targeting you, do you panic or do you just kind of settle into the game as the game progresses? Because maybe sometimes they are targeting something that isn't really a weakness. You're just not fully settled into the game. So let me know your thoughts below. If you learned anything from this, please go ahead and subscribe because we will be doing another match analysis shortly.